Hello, welcome to this Wednesday's episode of Alienate UK. I'm joined by Tim, who's in the weird room.
Hello.
Alex.YouTube. Welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a while. Been like, what, 2 days or something? I don't know.
No, I can't remember. Time, I don't know. Time just...
Not got a clue. But glad your internet's working now.
Yeah, that was my fault last week. Yeah. Definitely, I take the blame for that.
The thing is, it's easy done. It's easily done.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think we all do it. You make sure it's working, your microphones, and I actually must have left it on.
Yeah.
And then I'm using your internet, your StreamYard. That's what it was.
Right. So you've gone through yours.
I've got two StreamYards going.
Right. Yeah. So they're conflicting.
That's so I'll take the blame for that.
It's all right. It's all good. Right. So we're going to be talking about our recent trip down to Rendlesham or across to Rendlesham. So there's myself, Og, Alex, Tim, Elaine, Simon, Mike, Mike's dog, Barney.
Yeah.
I think that was it. And we did. The first thing is what we was just talking about. And I was laughing about it only because of this one reason. That Alex was, you said like you was dead impressed that you'd gone out and bought a torch that morning from Roy's.
No, not that morning.
Oh, I thought it was that morning.
No, I popped into town before I better get a text.
Oh, on the way there?
No, I went there, come back here, and then come down. And I thought, just in case they leave me there in the dark, I better say
don't you? Yeah. And we're walking down the road, and not one of us pulled the torch out of our pocket. Use that torch. And I'm peering, trying to look into the dead of night behind the trees to see if there's anything there. I've got my normal torch, a UV torch, 2 square LEDs, and a laser pointer.
Yeah.
Not once did I think, oh, I've got a load of lights in my pocket. I'll use one. Even the flash on my camera, on my phone, nothing.
Oh, it actually, thinking back to it, I put on that camera thing with the infrared that you taught me into buying, and yeah. So, but that was working. That was in the dark. I mean, it only works in the dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never thought about that. You know, it's strange.
I know.
So it was light all around us, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
But Mike's just come in the chat now. Technically, the only person that used a torch, his bike lights, was Mike. He put them on the dog's harness on its body coat.
Yeah.
The red and the white. So
the little ones, yeah.
It's a little clip-on ones.
That's right.
So why, Mike? Have you got any answers for us? Why did none of us get a torch and use it? Because that's just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Too tight
to
buy new batteries, maybe. Who knows?
Too tight to buy a torch at work.
Well, it was dark early as well because the weather was so crap, wasn't it? It weren't like it was a nice bright night.
No. But
yeah, because even leaving there, we had headlights on, didn't we, in the car? So it must have been dark, yeah.
It was that. I know it was that because as we were walking down, I'm looking into the trees where we'd walked past, where you were saying Boadicea or whatever she's called, at the camp. Yeah. So I'm looking into that bit just to see if there's any little bit of movement. Whether Fox it, whatever, it didn't matter what it was. My torch is in the pocket right on the side of my bag.
And mine.
It's not even zipped up. Just lift the flap up and they're there. No, just forget you've got any equipment and just walk home in the dark. That's what it was. But this is, I was just going to say, but this is another thing. So I'm not saying it is paranormal, but with the paranormal, when something strange is going on, you don't act how you would normally. Now, if we'd have been,
No.
I'd have been walking home from your mates or something, I'd have been using the torch on my phone.
Just, I think it was last year, just for Derek passed.
Yeah.
I did that so-called documentary that I feel we got stitched up on, but anyway, that weren't that late in the evening, and the girl doing the filming, I mean, she had these big lights on the camera.
Yeah.
And then walking back up the road to the car park, it was pitch black. And I remember saying to the guy who was doing the interviewing, "Would you go in?" He said, "I'm going on my own." That's how dark it was. So yeah, I don't know. I can't explain that one.
It's just a bit of an odd one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because there was, like I said, there's us three: Og, Mike, Elaine, and Simon had gone. So there's 5 of us and the dog. Why Barney, Mike? Why did your dog not bark and tell us? Have you not trained it? But it was just he put the lights on the dog because he said to me, "I'm putting her on her, so that if she runs off." Even he had a torch in his bag.
How odd.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So
that's Rendlesham.
Yeah. Works in mysterious ways by the looks of things. Yeah, and we were Og's just put we were following the dog. Because the dog was like about 8-10 foot in front of us pretty much all the time. Until we got near to the car park, and then we're back with Mike, so who knows?
Well. Very strange.
Yeah. He puts them on the dog so he can see where it is. So, yeah. But also, Mike lost. Did you know he lost his dowsing rods?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I'd seen him. He had his backpack on, and I seen him stick because there's 2 metal things sticking out. I thought, "Oh, what's that?" And then I realized, dowsing rods. Yeah. And then he'd gone to get them or something, and they weren't there, and he had to borrow them. None of us, we would have heard him clatter on the floor. Even if it's wet, they would have landed. What are the chances of them landing not next to each other or not hitting each other?
Strange. I had dowsing rods. I carry them in. I think it's in my camera bag, in my case. But I didn't take them out. And the next day, I had 1 dowsing rod in my trouser, in my jeans pocket.
Oh.
But I didn't take them out. I didn't take them out of the bag.
I don't even know if I've still got mine. I'm presuming they're in the bag that's hung up on here. Ow. I'll have a look. I'll do a break in a bit, and I'll have a look and see if it's there.
I thought the next day it's a bit strange. This one there's a dowsing rod in, and they're metal ones, aren't they? You know.
Yeah.
I thought I don't remember taking them out. Don't remember. Why would I take one out? Creepy, isn't it? Creepy.
Having a disco on your own. I know. So, but anyway, so Elaine sent me the video that she took when we was doing the dowsing rods. Now I've had to clip it back because it's like 2.5 gig. So I've had to cut it right down on the frame rate and the screen size and all that. And I've had to zoom in and crop. So some of us are missing at certain parts, but you can still hear. I've got the full video. So if anyone wants to see the full video, I can send that to him. But I've cut some of the like boring bits out in the middle. Yeah, you put them back in your bag after being at the lemon squeezer, Alex.
Are you putting the full video on YouTube, Andy?
I will be doing, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it all on, but I'm gonna auto caption it, and that takes about an hour to render. So
yeah,
I wanted to play it on here first for the subscribers, and then put it out to everyone. So I'll do that over the weekend. So it's about 11 minutes long. If you want to watch, let us know when you want to watch it. We can put it on at any time. But it's just It is very odd.
So I did use the dowsing rods, Tim.
Yeah, you're stood at the side of me because Elaine said to you, "Why don't you say anything?" And you went, "Don't need to. It's just doing everything that Andy says. I'm just listening to him, and they're going here, there, and everywhere."
And then I put them away. But then the next day, whenever it was, I thought, "That's strange. There's one in my pocket." I'd have put them back in my bag. Yeah, I did use them once. Yeah.
Yeah. Because say the camera is the lemon squeezer. I'm here. Then there's a bit of a gap. Then there's you. Then there's Simon and Lane. Then there's Mike, who's stood at the end, and Tim was like kind of like
slightly behind you. Yeah,
but to the side. So I and Elaine was stood near between Mike and Simon. So I knew where everyone was when I was doing it. That's one of the first things I do is get a map of where everyone is, so I know what's going on. And it's just, and I watched this video not yesterday. What day are we on now? On Monday night when I was putting it all together. And it's like, and you've got to watch it. It's mad. But I've been talking to Darren, Baby with a Laser, and I might start I'm not going to use my K2 and all that anymore. I'm just going to do dowsing rods.
Okay.
But I'm going to do it for pretty much everything, whether indoor, outdoor, when I'm out on the, I said out on my yacht, I wish, out on the kayak. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just different places. I'm just going to carry them with me all the time and just...
Good idea.
Like, in places where you're not supposed to, just... like when you go to a museum and that, and you're not allowed to film and anything.
Yeah.
Just dowsing rods. Quick 2 minutes.
I studied dowsing a fair bit because my granddad, he didn't really talk about the paranormal, but he used to do dowsing. And I remember when I was about 6 or 7, he cut one out of a willow tree, and it was like a fork, but he held the fork in each hand.
And
done it that.
We used to do that.
Me how to do it, and he knew exactly how to do it, and he found water and everything, and stuff like that. And but it's your senses, it's your own senses that are telling the thing to move, isn't it? That's what I've read, and I've studied it a fair bit. It's your intuition that already knows the answer.
Well, I did think that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
your intuition already knew where that site was because of your senses that you've lost over time.
Yeah, so I must be putting some of that hidden energy into the dowsing rods.
Yeah.
To then pick up on it all.
That's like
it's like your third eye, isn't it?
That's like your screwdriver. If you're doing a screw up, you know how to do it. That's just a tool. The dowsing rod's just a tool for your intuition.
Yeah.
So I think people rely on gadgets too much, don't they?
I'm going to go back to all analog and
this is what I was asking. I was asking this question the other night, it was Sunday.
Yeah.
To Nick Kyle. The photographs I've got of the things in the forest. Why don't I see them? Why don't anybody else see them? But why does the camera see them?
Yeah, I've often wondered that too. Yeah,
I have.
Don't make sense, does it?
Comes a lot, doesn't it? And the EVPs too.
Yeah, I get the EVP, but with a camera, it's like you take the photo, you can't see it, but you can then see it on the photo. So surely you must have been able to see it when taking the photo. Even on the old 35mm, like negatives.
If I had seen the hairy thing
off for a week
on the path, I wouldn't have been there. And then there's that creature that coming out. If I'd seen that, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would have gone in. Yeah,
I didn't go that way. I went there the other day. Actually, I didn't go that way. I give that a swerve. I went straight on. where that woman passed me gliding. I thought, I'd rather bump into her than that thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
What a place, isn't it?
I know. So
right, going again.
Yes. Well, you're going in November, aren't you? But I can't make that one.
No, I won't be able to go then either.
because I'm going Cannock the week before and the week after. So, yeah.
I'm going down to Kent this week, and I'm going to come back Saturday, so I should probably pop in there Saturday morning on the way home.
Yeah.
Have a look.
But also going to be going to Cambridge soon as well. Might do it one night in the week and look for that shug monkey, because I know exactly where it's been seen, the road where you park, everything.
Where's that? Where's that?
Cambridge.
Cambridge. Oh, right.
Do you know Cambridge?
I've done a couple of gigs there, but I don't know.
Near Newmarket, over that way. That's just
okay.
the easiest way to.
Beautiful city.
But I was in Woolpit yesterday.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Right. So I was chatting to someone, and there's a certain part when I come off the A14 and come into Woolpit in the old part of the town, because you've got loads of new builds and like the new little business park and all that. There's one bit you pull in, and it's like there's just summer. It's like, do you know when you just get a feeling? There's something about this bit. It's like the best way to explain it. It's like a corral. So it's like a little field, but you can cut through this little field. It's got a horse, and I had a donkey in it. Or a pony. It was like, because I was driving, I couldn't really see because of all the trees. But it's like I just got a feeling as I'm driving up past this bit. Anyway, so start going up the hill, do the job I need to do, and after doing it, come back, and I come back the same way to get on the 14. And I slowed. There's nothing behind me. Oh, there's cars behind me before, so I couldn't slow down too much, and I slowed right down, like virtually pulled up, and I'm just looking to my right hand side, and it's like you've got like an avenue of trees that go around the edge of this field, and then it branches off in these two or three different tracks from what I could see, and there's just something about it that was like, yeah, you want to come in here, mate. It was one of them feelings. So definitely need to go there.
Yeah,
because it's 100 years ago when them green kids. It's like the 1920s.
Yeah, it was.
And we've looked. Oh, it was Darren that I spoke to, and he had a look, and I've had a look, and there's no other than the story that you get from them in the villages at the time. Because back then, there's probably only 100, 200 people living in the village, if that.
Yeah.
And there's not that many more now, to be honest. But there's no one. I can't find anywhere where anyone's gone and done some proper research and like kept going and having a look. Because anyone knows, but the story is what the kids said by the time they worked out. They'd gone for a walk picking plants and veg and all that and flowers, and they walked into a cave that they'd not seen before. They'd gone in, they had a look round. I don't know if they'd come out the other end or they turn around and come back out. And then they was in Woolpit, like completely different area. So they just kept walking because they didn't know where they was, and that's when they bumped into the villagers.
Yeah,
the boy died. The green started to faded eventually. They learned to speak English and communicate. The boy died a few years later, but this is a weird thing, and there's no documentation of it. I cannot find anything anywhere. The girl got married to one of the villagers and had kids with him.
Yeah, so where are they gone? Where are the ancestors?
So this is 100 years. So you're only talking what, 3, maybe 4 generations?
Yeah,
it ain't far, really, is it?
No. Well, my granddad was born in 1898, so
yeah.
That's
so
not
these
granddad.
are in their these are in their early teens, like late. I'd say I think between the ages of 8 and 12. When there was one girl, so they was born around beginning 1900.
Yeah,
it's only 120 years. It's not a long time, really, if you think about it.
No,
I'll have to look into that.
But there's a part where it's just. Oh, do you know when you went, Alex? When we went to the where the hangars are, The last time we went, and I said, and I was getting dead excited and all that. It was that same sort of feeling. But when I've driven past there before, I've kind of got that feeling, but I've never been able to slow down enough to like get a true feeling of what it is.
I've only ever been to Woolpit once. It's not that far from me, really.
Yeah.
Some like steam rally thing there. The locals.
There's quite a lot. There
was quite a lot of people there. But I think isn't there a sign up, like a thing with 2 green kids on it? I'm sure
I've driven round it like 3-4 times. Yeah,
I'm sure there is.
Looking, there's a couple of the old wooden signs, and then as you're coming from the bottom end, as though you're coming from Felixstowe way into Woolpit, like the other side of the 14. If you're coming in on the back roads where you go over the little brooks and streams, there's a cross section there, and it's like Woolpit is like 1/4 of a mile or 3/4. It's less than a mile anyway. So it's like, and that I think I was in front of my job, so I thought I'll go for a little. It's only half a mile. It won't matter. Just I'm going to get something to eat. I had a look round, but I couldn't. I thought there might be something in there, but I didn't see any signs or any.
I'll ask a friend of mine because he comes from. I think he comes from that neck of the woods somewhere around here. He don't live there now, but I'll ask him. I'll give him a ring tomorrow.
Yeah, but you've got Rougham as well, haven't you? Which is the next village over. That's where that vanishing house is.
That's right.
That there's a big, I think it's a green or a pink house from like Victorian era. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. Now I actually drove around the full village. There's like 4 roads. Yeah, and only 3 of them have got houses on it. There's a few farms and that, and there's literally nothing else there, is there?
Well, they got the same place. They got the airfield.
Yeah, but that's at the back of where the houses are.
That's it. But I don't know if it's there where they sometimes hear an old plane, like from the 40s. But there's so many airfields. There's so many airfields around this area.
Oh, there's loads.
And some of them motorbike racetracks. Some are, it's all changed now.
But then you've got the farms as well, where you've got like aircraft in the farms. So where the farmer's got a lot of land, you'll drive past and be like 2 or 3, like, I don't know, microlights or a little bit bigger, whatever a light aircraft size is. And you've got cones down the field and they use it as a runway.
Yeah, it's a strange.
So there's quite a lot of places like that.
There's a lot of places like that in Suffolk and Norfolk. Yeah, it's a lot of airfields.
Yeah.
In fact, I was at Rendlesham the other day. Where did I go in there? I can't remember what day I was in there now. And I thought it was a plane flying, but it was an orange. Some orange. Never. Cool. Couldn't miss that. Orange like aircraft whizzing about down there at. Yeah.
No,
but it's
never seen that.
I've never seen that before. Never seen that flying around. But it is a lot of airfields and a lot of things happen on those airfields, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm annoyed, really. I went to a place called Grimes Graves with a friend of mine last week.
Yeah, I've seen the photos.
And in my car, I'm sure I had it in my car, the K2 meter.
Yeah.
I didn't think. I doubt I've got anything because but this is really strange. I don't know if you remember when we went to Rendlesham, I said to you about my foot. I've got that plant.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Phallatitis or something, whatever it's called. Anyway, in my ankle, I've been in a lot of pain. This is no word of a lie. I was with a friend of mine, Joe, and I said, it's getting cold here, isn't it? And she said, there's someone next to me. Well, this is no word of a lie, but we come out there, I had no more pain in my foot.
Oh.
And I've been hobbling around and you know that for 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And it started to come back a bit, then it's gone, but how strange.
Yeah.
So could be something in there.
That's it.
Or is it just people like us imagine things? I don't know.
Dowsing rods.
Left them in the motor.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them already. Yeah, the other one is. Anyway.
Yeah. Right. So should we play this video then?
Yes.
Right. It's 11 minutes. So I'll just let it play through and then let you guys in the chat and anyone watching back see what you think. Not saying I think we did pick up on some sort of energy, but
yeah,
to say what that energy is, not got a clue. I couldn't even guess. I couldn't say it was an alien or it's the energy from what's been left there from when the craft landed.
I wish. When I showed you those photos last week, when it was all going up the creek, I wish you could have seen what I was looking at. That Miles took. I'm telling you, it was creepy.
Yeah.
And that was just I think it was the day after we went there or day before, I don't know. But there's definitely something in there watching us. But I think there always is.
Yeah, it feels that way, doesn't it, though?
Yeah. And I also think that they know. I've been walking around there for 12 years or more, and I'm sure they know who you are.
Yeah, they'll know who you are before you get there.
Yeah, I suppose they do.
Right,
really.
Right. Let's play this then. Like I said, I think it's just over 11 minutes. I've had to cut it right down because it's like 20 minutes. I've had to cut the frame rate back and the ratio and zoom in and crop because the file was just too big to play on here.
Okay.
As you know, what it is, trying to upload stuff on here is a nightmare anyway. So, right, this is it. This is at the lemon squeezer. So where it looks like it's zoomed in, it's like really shit filming. It's not. It's because I've had to crop it.
All right.
So, right. So here we go. Can you do that? Shut up. Okay, can you bring it round and point them both at me? So these are copper dowsing rods, and they're in sleeves.
Come on, me tonight,
Oh my goodness me!
Both of them. Can you cross the rods? Actually, feel the energy in this one, like it's being pushed.
Nice.
That K2.
Can you keep pushing it so it's pointing at me? Like the other one's touching me, can you make this one touch me as well? Okay, can you take them both out and point them back at the black object in front of it? So we've got 2 REM pods and K2 meters on there as well.
Yeah, the REM pod made a funny noise, didn't it, at one point?
Yeah. Like a popping noise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How is this happening?
Did you want to get your rod out there?
No, it was going on there.
Oh. Stop. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Always a dodgy looking character.
Which one?
2 of them. My daughter calls it a Del Boy cap. Anyway.
Right.
And the other one, can you go right behind me?
Point at,
So if you look at my hands, I'm not tilting them. I'm holding them with my thumbs like that to make sure I can't do anything. But you'll see what I do with it in a minute anyway. Both of them or just one of them? Are you able to point them towards Simon? So Simon stood where the camera is. He stood at the side of the lane.
Crap ourselves.
Can you point the other one at Simon? Please.
I want to work if you have.
Can you point the other one at Simon? The one in this hand? Over there.
They work if you, mate.
This way, and he is now looking that way. Oh.
They work if you. I'm not doing this.
Right.
You've taken this, Eli.
Look, they're both pointing directly at you.
Both pointing at him now.
So yeah, Simon stood to the right hand side of the lane.
Well, is anyone getting really cold right now? I know we're wet, but
can you point each of the dowsing rods, the left one at the left REM pod and the right one at the right REM pod? Then 2 black. So you've got one either side of the spaceship. straight away. It does it. Points.
Can you move the other one? So that's pointing at the one on the opposite side.
So the one in my right hand was more active and quicker.
Can you point at the other aerial, not the one with the flashing light, the one that up near where the dog is?
There you go, Elaine. Look, I'm not doing it. You.
Kind of doing that. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Make the other one.
Can you go near to the black box? Make that noise.
Keep it going then.
How is this working? Oh, I've just been told to leave. Stop that.
Have you?
I've got my arms up. I can't have my arms up. Sleeves on it. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't even. There.
I can't have
Do
my
that.
arms up.
Yeah, you've got to proper get it going before it starts to swing
Notice how
round.
the REM pod's quiet now.
Can you give me a message? Can you use Mindspeak? I know that's going a lot, but could you?
Oh, I am please.
Could you point me into a direction of where I can have direct contact with you? Can you point both? I can't even turn them like that. And I think they've only stopped there because they've hit my shoulders.
Yeah.
I really cold shivers down my spine.
That could make a connection up there.
It was warm, sun's out.
Yeah.
The sun's out, right?
Yeah, that's
Can you
right.
show me where I can make direct
Point to
contact
my
with you?
moderator, please.
And as I get to that point, can you cross these dowsing rods in the middle?
Point to my moderator.
Like that?
Yeah. I'm not doing it. Look.
So I'm going to walk up that path now.
They've got you
Can you
taped.
point both back to the
Tube,
path,
mate.
please?
Tomorrow night, when we're on the show, I'll be going, is Elaine eating cakes?
Oh, I bloody hope
Someone
so.
want to film me while I walk up here because it's...
Wait, which way are you going? You're going through there. Do you want me to go ahead of you?
No,
Now my
stay
phone's turned off.
alongside.
Right. Si, can you grab our bits? I'm going to go with Andy.
So we're going to cross over to where it's going to...
Wouldn't do that.
The connection point is. So I'm going the right place.
Should we go up to the tree?
So you're here. Am I able to make physical contact with you? Can you knock my hat? Say something? Give me a fart?
I mean, go to you like that. Point you, go ahead. I mean, I didn't touch it.
Can you show me where I need to go to next? I just need clarification. Can you please give me clarification of our next point of call while we're walking around Rendlesham?
So they then point at the tree where Alex took that photo with his daughter.
Where do I need to go to next?
But then they point to another location.
Say go over there. Can you show me where I need to go to next? I just need clarification. Can you please give me clarification of our next point of call while we're walking around Rendlesham? Where do I need to go to next? This will be interesting. It said go over there, but it said go to. The thought I got was go to the tree.
Yeah, just go to the tree.
I didn't get anything. But it's saying go over there first.
Oh, I tell you what, over there is where when you walk down that big track, there's that old part of the
Can
woods.
you get to that bit walking up that way?
I hope that's a raindrop.
I've just been blinded by a demon.
I think I say something here. I might have to skip
I've
this
totally lost the
bit.
plot now. What was it?
The old part of the woods.
Yes. Walking down that main bit, and that's where I saw the hooded figure walk in between the trees, and I heard my name called. That is that way, but it's a long way that way.
Well, I'm going to walk up that.
Right, okay.
That's 12 minutes.
Do you want to go and get the rods?
Got them.
Oh, okay. Rods.
Can you guide me through here with what direction I need to be going in? I'm just going to follow you as my guide.
So the question that I asked that you don't see on here is where was the official landing site? Or the first landing site, sorry, not the official.
I've got a funny story. I needed to piss, right?
Yeah, we'll miss that bit. Yeah, I cannot play that bit. Let me fast forward a touch. There we go. Ooh.
See, they say about the landing site, there's 2 or 3 different
Yeah.
answers to that one.
Is
Isn't
this
there?
the actual UFO landing spot?
Hi.
Is this
Yeah,
one of
I
the
forgot that
actual
bit was in
UFO
the
landing
video.
spots?
Now I was getting drawn to a certain area here.
No,
And
it's
it
up the other
just-
way. We're just following the dowsing rods at the moment.
It was weird.
Oh,
But this was a weird feeling.
Oh no. Keeps pointing to the tree,
I
mate.
know. Right, can you show me anything around there that's got any relevance to the source, the paranormal, the phenomena, the UFO, Bentwater, Woodbridge? The tree every time. Right.
And that's pretty much it. It just kept pointing to the tree, and then I followed the dowsing rods, and it took us to the tree where we had the orbs, where Alex had that apparition next to his daughter.
Hmm.
It just
Amazing
it
that.
pointed to that spot where I was, and then it just kept. They both kept swinging round to the tree. The right one seemed to have more energy than the left one. That might be because I'm right-handed. I don't know. If that's how they work, but possible, isn't it?
Well, I'm left-handed, but it's the right hand that was doing the pointing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
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 said she felt uneasy at the tree. So even though we had that stuff happen last couple of times, I don't feel uneasy there.
No.
It's like I'm there and I'm wanting to know, wanting to see what's next, or wanting to see what it's gonna give.
Well, so I've been going 12 years, maybe more, I don't know. I always feel comfortable in there, but I've come across things in there, but well, as you know from the photographs, but it's definitely, you see the shadow people, you see all this, but it's not there anymore. The only thing I can think of, and there are no wildlife there either anymore, where we are. The only thing I can think of is that where they've cut a few things down, maybe it's disturbs things, but you've got to go further in. I don't know. I haven't been right in there.
On the outskirts, we've seen a couple of squirrels, We heard pigeons, a few birds, but the deeper that we got, was it. I think I was talking to Mike at this point, and I'm like, you can, or it might be new, Tim. It's like you cannot hear any wildlife, and then about 5 seconds after that, you started hearing them.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, birds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange. The deer have vanished. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. There might be a big foot in there eating them. I don't know. Who knows?
Could be.
Before I forget, Tim. Oh. See, things come in your head, don't they? Campsites, Rendlesham.
Oh yeah.
There is. There is. It's not actually in that bit of the forest, but Tangham, I think it is, or whatever. I've looked, and there is a site open there next year for Eric. Eric wanted to know, didn't he? So
Eric
on is it Eric on with Tim last week when I did that?
Yeah, Eric. Yeah.
Oh, don't know.
Eric. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming over from America. He's moving over here from America.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, so we'll go camping there. We'll go camping there one weekend.
Yeah, well, and we'll forget to take tents, torches, cooking stuff, food, clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's your take then on this video that we've just done? I mean, there's more to it than that, but it's pretty much just the same thing.
I don't know much about rods and that. I mean, but they seem to be answering the questions, didn't they?
Yeah. Pendulums work the same way, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, you get your yes, no, and your maybe answers. Yeah.
The trouble is, people don't believe it. They don't believe it. It's difficult, you know. To say, well, you did that. You made that move. I used to get it with a table tipping. People say, "Were you doing that?" Yeah, of course I was.
Yeah, we tried the table tipping on Saturday, but we didn't get nothing with it. It moved a little bit, but not a lot. But
yeah, I mean, I've done it with a table that you get in like in a hall, and it pushed someone right up against the wall. It went,
oh,
yeah, just to prove that it's not me doing it.
No.
I missed all that. I don't miss the rest of it. I missed that though. But
yeah, got a question for you, Alex, off nickname. So she wants to know, Alex, as a medium, do you close off there or use intuition, as you have been so many times? What is easier to help investigate?
I don't do anything really. I don't really investigate. I just enjoy going there. I mean, I've been going there for 12 years. I'm not looking for anything. Yeah. But I can't explain. I was trying to explain this the other day. When I used to do the mediumship, I didn't do any rituals. Do you understand? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I've been in there and I've heard, well, you know, you hear people talking, don't you? And things like that. I don't miss intuition. I tell you what I feel, and I feel the same as working with the spirit world. I don't know whether it's because I've had it so long. They're like linked in all the time. Can you understand? I find it difficult to explain, but I've never had to like work hard at it. It's just it's there, and I feel the forest is the same. That, but I don't investigate as such. I've got enough evidence to know that this thing's in there.
Yeah.
There's only one part I won't go back to, and because the same thing happened there that happened to me in Clapham Woods, and I will not go back there again.
No.
It happened to be in Rendlesham, and I haven't taken anyone there, and I'm not going to go there.
No. Not worth it, is it? Not when shit happens like that.
It's not. It's just something happens to it. It's a weird thing that happens. Yeah. So I can't really answer that one. I don't know. I've got no technical idea how it all works. It just works.
Yeah. Well, I think you can either do it or I think everyone has the ability to do it, but some it's more natural. Yeah. It's like sport, innit? Or being a musician. Some people can just pick an instrument up and just start playing it, where others, like myself, can't even read music. You know what I mean? So it'd take me forever to learn something like that. But it's got to be the same in spirit world.
Someone asked me on here before I would write out all my experiences, and I started to do it.
Yeah,
4,000 words. I'm quite lazy, really, but nothing else to do. And all the things that have happened to me since I was 4 years old, I've started to write it all out. And I tell you what, it's a bit freaky.
Yeah.
Scary as well. But yeah, we've all got some gift. I can't play football. I picked up a guitar and I thought, well, this is all right. And
yeah.
We've all got some kind of gift. I think people with mediumship and all this stuff, I think people try too hard. That's what I think. And I know I'm going to offend people, but there's too much bullshit involved. It's too much nonsense. All this what I call woo-woo stuff.
Just say it.
I was told off about it, about offence, but I'm sorry. But it's just so why complicated? It's not complicated.
Yeah.
If you've got it, it's there.
You know why they complicate it, don't you?
No.
It's all to do with that. Making money.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Don't care what anyone says.
It's not complicated. You've got to I can't explain. I've had it for so long. But you just got to listen, really. Just be you. Just be you. Stop trying to be somebody else.
Sorry. Well, yeah, that's it. If you are,
stop trying to be like Eric Clapton or whoever stop.
Yeah, just be yourself, and you'll do what you need to do as it comes.
I think so. I think from the Stone Age, we've all got this sort of evolution.
Yeah.
But people got so much going on in their heads. But I see these adverts. Want money for this, money for that. And we have to sit there for 3 hours and go woo, woo, and all this. And that same as that C5 mob who sit in fields, trying to get the attention of aliens. I'm sure Alfie the alien has got a bit more savvy, didn't I think? They're meditating in the field. You better go and see them. Yeah.
Hey, don't knock it. I want to try that.
So I was asked to do it, but it's not for me. I told you I'm bound to upset someone tonight because I've got this.
I have done it like on my own, like in the back garden. I've been in the field and that. I'm just like 15-20 minutes just looking up and like asking the questions, but never got anything. Nothing. Never.
I think they're a bit too smart for that.
I think they were busy shopping or something. Bollocks to him. Come on, let's get to Aldi.
I'll probably get
too busy probing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not me, by the way.
How do you know? See?
Well, I'm guessing. Just guessing.
I think like everything's got to keep kind of an open mind, and if you see something, especially if you can photograph it, that's the thing. If you can get it on that,
but that's the thing. That's another thing. So you can take photographs of something and nothing comes up. Where you have the reverse ability, where you take photos of nothing and you get everything on it.
Yeah.
Oh no. You know what?
I
don't know that thing, that Mr. Blobby thing that come across the airfield.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't figure out what it was. But I actually saw that in my eyes. That's how come I took the photograph of it. But I can't figure out what it is. What's Mr. Blobby thing doing in the middle of an airfield? But
you would, something like that, you would have seen, you would have remembered seeing it.
Yeah. Funny thing is,
I don't know. I weren't there, so
it's where Derek got banned from doing its healing. That's where it came from. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Interesting.
It is. Right, another question for you from Og. Alex, do you find your sightings vary from winter or summer in Rendlesham?
I'm trying to think when I've taken. I don't know really. I don't know. I'd have to go through all my photos over like the last sort of 10 years. I've seen them all the way through.
Yeah.
I've been there winter. I've been there all times. Been there evenings, night times. I can't really say.
No.
I just wish that we could still see, and I saw them when I see what I call shadow people or whatever they are. These little 4-foot creatures. It's just not. Don't see them anymore.
Right.
It's such a shame. No. Do you think that's the human thing, though? Do you think that's a human thing that's sort of frighten them off, or?
But I was just thinking because the reason for, or we believe the reason for the UFO sightings that Christmas was the Americans restoring nuclear warheads, but they didn't tell the British who was doing it. So, as we know, in the way the UFO law works is they'll turn up when there's something like that going on. He's sighted all over the place at different sites. So when they were removed, the warheads, and taken wherever, was that when the activity died down? But this is a linking question to that. If the main reason for activity was for the weapons that we had, why is all this other stuff still going on now, 40 years later, after these UFO sightings?
I don't know. I thought about it a lot. I think when I was told that when I'd leave the ancients and aliens alone, I believe it's the ancients that we're dealing with down here now.
Yeah.
And Derek Savory said to me before he passed, he said, I know what you're talking about now. I'm glad you do, mate, because I don't. And but I think it's the, no, I can't see how an alien, a grey, could live in that forest for 44 years. So I think they've gone. But I think we're dealing more with the ancients, because if you think what went on there, with the Romans and Boudica and
this is the thing. It's like one of the first points of call as you come over from Europe into the UK, because going back then, the land between England and Europe, you had Doggerland, so it was all, there's no sea there at the time, so you could walk straight across. But if you're coming from, say, more like Norway or Finland, then you'd probably easy to go by sea. I don't know. Whatever way that they used, but whether it was land or sea, it was Suffolk, Norfolk, Essex are the first points of call, or in Kent, from Europe into England, like Northern Europe.
Yes, very. Mike's put up there that Derek said those UFOs were seen in 1976, 79, didn't he?
So twin bases. Is that Bentwater and Woodbridge?
Yeah, because it was at Bentwaters where the three of us saw that UFO.
Yeah.
Midsummer's Night, 2017. That was huge.
Really?
This thing. And I've seen one actually in Rendlesham, on the other side of Rendlesham. And went to get the camera out of the car. And it went.
Yeah.
Can't prove it. I can't prove it.
No,
it's a shame.
The thing is, you don't need to prove it. You know what you've seen.
Oh, yeah, but
it's nice to get evidence.
People just think,
Even if you did show some film of it, they'd say it was fake. It was CGI.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't win these days. You don't know what's real and what's not. The CGI is too good, isn't it?
It's a bit like
it's not good enough now.
It's a bit like when I used to do the mediumship nights. I don't mean in where they all usually. I mean somewhere where they're sort of anti, to go there just to make a piss out of it. But I always used to be lucky. I'll get somebody and I tell them what they did that day, or something happened that they might not want to hear that day. And then they tend to think, actually, this geezer, there's something going on here. And I think it's the same with the UFOs. To get that proof is difficult because people just say, oh, that's was it Frisbee or something? Yes, it's difficult. I don't know what to say, really. It's I don't know about you, Andy. I mean, I know you drive for 2 hours drive, but to me, it's just I just enjoy going in there.
Yeah, I do like going.
Yeah,
and it's nice to say, yeah, I've been to Rendlesham. But what are the other parts of Rendlesham like? I know you're saying there's that place like Clapham Woods that you don't want to go to.
That was only, I'm not saying it happens to everyone, it happened to me.
Yeah.
And I would never go to Clapham Woods again.
No.
I'd never ever go in there again.
But what about the other parts of Rendlesham that said it reminds you of Clapham?
No, the rest I've been around, somebody's got lost in there. Lost there about 3 times,
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't matter what gate you go down, even the ones where you've got to walk. As soon as you get in that forest, it all looks the same.
It does. It does. Two of us were on mountain bikes, baking. I didn't know where we were. And then I did walking again. Where are we? And then you're right. You think, well, I don't know which way to go. And then I met that woman, me and my mate. And hello, she said, where'd you come from?
Oh, yeah.
And she said, well, if you go here, you'll see the house that disappears. And anyway, there was no house. It had obviously disappeared. But so did she. She's gone wherever. And we had to find our way back to the car park. So
how far away was you? Do you know?
It's probably not that far, but I don't know, it felt like forever.
Like days.
It did. And you think what we walked that day was 6 miles. Don't forget that.
Yeah. But it doesn't feel it though, does it?
Didn't feel it, no.
My joints did feel it.
The next day when I couldn't get up out of bed, it was like, it feels like I've done a marathon.
When you said
at the time,
yeah,
it was all right.
You asked me if I wanted to go to that church. I said, "Oh goodness, there's just no way."
No.
If it had been dry, I would have gone.
We was going to go, and it's like, it's just no. We just want to go home.
But next time we meet up, it might be worth going
to a different part
because you've done that bit.
Yeah.
But you can go around where we went to the hangars where we heard the voices.
Yeah.
And then
that's where me and you went, Tim.
And what was that place?
Remember when we got the EVP, yeah.
That girl came up to us that day in the car park.
Oh, yeah, the butterfly trail. I still can't find that.
Oh, I can't find it. I can't even find it.
Do you think she was real?
Well, the poor dog didn't. I don't know. The poor
dog was half dead. That couldn't move. She said she had this dog. It was like a Pomeranian Chihuahua cross with something else or something.
Poor little thing.
And it was about 1,000 years old. It couldn't walk. Its fur was hanging off. I think this thing's got one eye or something. I don't know, but
I've never seen her since. Never seen that girl since.
No. And she says she goes all the time.
Yeah, to the butterfly thing.
But there's no butterfly trail.
No, there isn't.
If anyone knows of a butterfly trail at Rendlesham, let us know.
But Elaine, Simon, and myself, and one of her boys, we'd gone to the bottom car park. We haven't been there yet, I don't think of it. And we walked along there, and this was last year. And the leaves were on the ground, and we heard coming towards us rustling on the leaves, but there was no one there.
Yeah.
So there are things going on in different parts. It's just, I don't know, it's because I'm lazy. I think, I don't know. I might go there if there's a few of us, but I don't want to get lost in there again.
I think we should go over. I know I keep going on. I just love the name of it, Shingle Street. I think we should go over there.
Yeah, well, I'll see you. I'll wait at the top because I'll bust my leg and ankle.
Yeah,
I can't get back up the shingle again.
Okay,
no.
So because there's a few parking spots on the way where the water's all like that, and then you got the houses at the top. They're the ones that I go to. There's one. There's one, a massive garden. Then you've got 2 rows of like 4 or 5, and that's it. There's nothing else out there.
You know the story
right on the coast.
Do you know the story about that?
No.
Short with Shingle Street. Well, a friend of mine, she's told me when you go to Shingle Street, something to do with the fields opposite. Well, I don't know. I've never felt anything, but I think it was Shingle Street where apparently the locals set fire to the sea, killed all those Germans.
Oh. Ah.
But I ain't got my phone with me. I can't check it. I'm sure it was Shingle Street. But then someone said, no, it didn't happen. But I don't know.
Because it's only, 2 mile away?
It's not very far. And the other place... that's it. Small invasion force had landed at Shingle Street. Yay. Yeah. Well done, nickname. And also, Elaine and me, and I've been there before, is a place called East Lane. And because I always mention East Lane in South London, where the market is, East Lane.
Right.
But it's a place called East Lane. Oh, got all cold here. And they got like wartime things there. We've been in there and had a few bits on the K2 meter.
Yeah.
But it's right out of the way. It's next to Shingle Street, really.
Yeah. But then, I don't know if it's going to make much difference, but you've got the open prison down there as well.
That's right. Hoasley, isn't it?
Hoasley, that's it. I can never remember that. What was that before it was a prison? Because I delivered to there, and I'm driving down, and then it's just narrow country roads, and you've got sand, like either side, obviously, because you're out on the coast. And then it's like, no, it wasn't inmates. No residents are allowed to pass this point. Yeah. But you can walk straight, and you drive in. It's like a little village. It's like a little industrial estate, and it's got a cafe and hairdressers and all that on it.
That's
a prison. Go in. Yeah, it's open prison. I've delivered to prisons, but you've got to wait and go through double doors, and then they come out to you and all that. But then this one, you drive in, and you can go to each building. And I drive, and I asked this guy, and I'm like, do you work here? He went, no, I don't work here. I'm a resident here, shall we say. Started laughing. I went, right. It clicked as to exactly what it was then. Yeah. Didn't like it on there. It's horrible. It's not the worst one I've been to, but it's just the way that they can just, I suppose, get out and what have you.
I've not been down there.
No, but that goes right over onto the coast, because you follow that road all the way down, and you get to the prison, and that's it. You can't go anywhere else after. You've got to come back out, and then you come to a T-junction, then you go whichever way you're going to go.
Yeah, I find it very interesting, this part of Suffolk.
Yeah.
Like Dunwich. I was there Friday, so I ended up back in Rendlesham again. Dunwich, where all the town got washed under the sea, a mile out to sea. So it was the biggest port, second to London, before it all got washed away.
Was it?
Yeah. And then apparently there's a few things wandering around haunting, but I don't know. I haven't found anything yet. Oh, I find it fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, Hoasley Bay.
Hoasley Bay and
Warren Hill. Not been to Warren Hill.
Oh,
Wow.
well, I never knew that.
Now, I've seen the signs for Warren Hill, but I just thought it was an area. I didn't know it was a prison.
So if we go again to Rendlesham,
When we go again?
when we go again, do you want to try somewhere?
Yeah,
completely different.
Yeah, I think we should go to the other end. So as you come in you're coming on the A14, and you go through Saxmundham and down that way, and you follow it, and you're going through, and then you go over through the little village, you go over the train lines, do a right, you go up past the church and round the bendy road, then you're coming up towards Sutton Hoo.
Yeah.
So where you get to that roundabout, if you go straight on to your right, that's Sutton Hoo's about half a mile on your right.
Yeah.
If you carry it on and then you bear left, that takes you to the main entrance at Woodbridge.
That's right.
We do a left and then you kind of like follow it around and you end up right down the bottom at the back. I think if we go, that's where we go. So we drive up past Sutton Hoo, yeah, and then do you know when you've got the Fort to go to Woodbridge, and you got the Farmer's Field, as though you're going to Olsey Bay.
Yeah.
You go down, there's another big parking area on the right-hand side, and that's still Rendlesham. I've had weird feelings just driving through there.
Yeah, because it's just go past the barracks, the entrance, keep going down and park by one of the gates there.
Yes. Because you got a couple. Well, you've got them little. As you're going down, you got the farms and more on. You got farms on the left, and then as you hit the residential bit, you've got farms on the right, and you can park there. There's like little parking areas in the trees, that's on. So that's on the front side of what would be the entrance to Rendlesham, but a field over.
Yeah. Well, so I used to park on the road there, but
yeah. But there's loads of parking down there. You get anything from 1 car to 30 cars. Just depends how far down you want to go.
I've not noticed. I haven't been there for a couple of years anyway. I don't know. It's probably changed. But Sutton Hoo's another place. I've been in there once. I didn't feel anything in there. But
no. They've got a campsite there, haven't they, for tents and caravans? Sure they have.
Could have. But it's just a matter of, you could be there like anywhere on that lucky day, couldn't you?
Right place, right time,
Lucky day.
Yep.
But I think it's fascinating. And I know there's things in there.
Yeah.
But I see you can't really go to you can go to at night. And if you go the other side of Rendlesham, where the entrance where we normally go, I've walked through there. That goes to Friday Street. Now that's a place.
Yes. I deliver down there as well.
The locals have blocked off the road. You can't go in the car park now, can you? I don't blame them.
I've not been for about 6 months. But...
Oh no! If you go down that, cut through that road. You was behind me, and I turned off to the right last week.
Yeah,
that goes up to Friday Street, and then that takes me up to the main drag to Bentwaters.
Where
But I went in the car park. It was this chaos. I think the locals probably thought, I've had enough of this. But you can park before you go into the main entrance at Rendlesham. Get out and walk. So it's another interesting place. I know people have seen things there. There's loads of things. You just got to, I don't know, get out of that routine of going around the UFOs. Really.
Yeah. Darren's got a question for you. Have you ever camped or stayed the night at Rendlesham?
I haven't, no. I've been there late at night, but
got chased off.
I haven't camped there.
No.
So this is the interesting thing, isn't it? You've got these people that camp. They used to camp there, You can't go up and say, "Have you seen any UFOs lately or any kids?"
Yeah.
And people live in the forest. You know, there are houses there.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I was there that's right. I pulled in the other day, and a bloke and his wife got out of the car. Friday, I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh, you one of the Flying Saucer Brigade or something? I said, I'm not one of anything, mate. And because I've been to Dunwich, and I thought, well, I'm going to be. Well, I was like, no point coming home and going. Yeah, well, was he? I think he said there was a Flying Saucer Brigade, something like that. I said no, but I've seen other things in here. And they sort of wandered off. This is obviously a strange one here, you know.
But this is what it doesn't. I suppose it does bother me. You have all these people that go off into the woods and forests, and then there's us, the weirdos, that know of what really is in them forests. And it's like,
honestly, I've tried with the photos and that, and they say, "Oh, you did this shit." Whatever I may be in this life, I don't tell lies.
No,
I don't make things up. I don't see the point of
no.
You know.
No. Right, I'm gonna show you a picture now. I don't know if you've seen it before. Don't worry, it's not
nothing. Not you naked or anything.
No. Oh God, no! You don't want to see that. So this is the face that was on the tree. So if you came across this, so we didn't see it at the time. This was up in Manchester when we was investigating. To investigate. This is a photo. So I'm stood on one side of the tree and Tony's stood on the other. So I'm doing a live investigation. But I've never seen, because there's a lot of beech trees in is it silver birch or beech trees in Rendlesham?
Silver birch.
I think silver birch, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the first photo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a silver birch tree. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see what looks like a face, can't you?
Like a ninja.
Faces.
Oh yeah.
There's two of them, one above the other. I only got pointed that out the other day. There's one above it.
Yeah.
Right. So look at that bottom one, right? That 100%, that is pareidolia. Nothing else. It's not a face. It's not someone trying to replicate a face.
Right.
It's just, it kind of looks like a face if you had to put an image to it, yeah? Right. This is a photo within minutes of that photo, right? So remember this as I click on this next image.
No. Looks like Michael Jackson.
That looks, we call it the Chucky tree.
Is that the same?
Chucky. Same picture.
Same tree.
Same tree. Same camera. Two people were taking photos. Simon Riley took this one. He wants £10 copyright, please.
It's a hand as well, isn't there?
A hand?
Yeah. If you at
the top right.
No, you see the white bit, and there's the black bit of nose, isn't there, where it goes black underneath the nose.
Yeah, you've got the lips.
Then you got the lips underneath that. Well, you look to the left, you can see fingertips, 3 fingertips.
Can you?
Yeah, but
yeah, it's going like that, Andy. It's going like that.
I thought that was like hair. I thought it was like a bit of a quiff coming down, a bit like
that looks like fingertips to me. Look, just by his nose.
Yeah, I'm just looking now. So I've got it on the two screens and the camera's in the middle, so it's hard for me to see it.
You got the nose, and then it goes light down to his mouth, and there's 3 light fingertips round. They look like fingertips to me.
Yeah. Well, have you ever seen anything else like that ever?
See, I can't see the fingertips.
I can't. I'll have to have a proper look on my phone. Yeah, so Sobeys just put, don't all camera phone software look and process data that looks like a face to sharpen up images. A lot of them do, but this photo, yeah, to sharpen that up from that is a big, big step. Where this is clearly 2-dimensional. This looks like it's coming out the tree or it's someone stood behind you.
Wow.
Don't know, but to see that on a photo, and that's my ear, obviously. And that tree's about 1 foot, maybe 2 foot behind me. None of us, there's 8 of us there. No one seeing it. No one, it wasn't until looking back at the photos afterwards that any of this was picked up.
Again, it's the camera, isn't it? What we were saying earlier, it's just the camera for some reason picks all this up.
And then this one, so this is the original. So this is on the path where that tree is. Yeah. So that dark shadow looks like a shape, and we thought, oh, it's just the way the branches are, blah blah blah. It's the shape of it. That's like the path going down. But then, oh no, sorry, yeah. So that's that. So if you look on the floor, middle left, it looks like there's a puddle of mud. It had been. It was a bit mud. You can see it's muddy and slippy in that, but that puddle of mud's darker than dark, like the thing in the background that looks like a figure. That's blacker than black. Yeah. So then when we zoom in on what was a puddle, ghost cat, that's what we see. And we walk right through that. So there's 8 of us there, and none of us seen any of this as we're waltzing through. We had weird stuff going on, and we felt stuff, and it's just a weird day.
Where's that, Andy? Where you?
Staley Bridge near Manchester.
Oh, near Manchester. Oh, right.
Same side.
See, to me, it looks like some sort of like 2 eyes, like a skull, really.
It looks like a skull to me as well. Yeah.
See, a lot of people say skull, but we see like a cat, like leaning forward, like it's drinking milk, and you see its tail come round and then run alongside of its body near its feet. Yeah. It's just, because I know Alex has spoken about pareidolia before, but like saying this one, 100%, that's pareidolia. It just looks like a face, eyes, nose, bit of a mouth. But that image there, yeah, is, you get the basic of it, but compare it to that, there's too much depth, contrast. It looks too real to not be real. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Really, I mean, you say this pareidolia thing.
Yeah,
I didn't really know much about it at all, and then I sent those photographs of some two-bit magazine.
Yeah.
And she came back and said that's pareidolia. I thought, well, how can it be? Because those figures are real.
Yeah.
And everyone said,
yeah. I said that this is pareidolia. That is pareidolia. You can clearly see it's a tree, and it looks like there's a face in it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it. Maybe another face above it. But that is not pareidolia.
No.
Not at all. Not even close.
I question all my. I get these. I question all of it. I really do.
But sorry, go on.
No, I just can't. If that photograph that I took, with the monks, wherever they are.
Yeah.
If you blow that up, you can see a woman's head in that tree. She reminds me of like an Indian or something. And behind the tree is a little grave. You can see the eyes. I mean,
Mm.
how can I make that up? But I can't seem to blow it up on the screen for everyone to see. It's a shame. But anyway, that's what they said it was, pareidolia or whatever. I suppose that airy thing was pareidolia as well. But there you go.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can get that image. But Darren, Baby with a Laser, he was with us. And when we was in the cemetery, he said, what did he say? He'd seen a cat-shaped mist that night.
That's another thing. The day we was at Rendlesham, was come down track 12. I just took a couple of odd snaps, and there was all this mist appeared.
Yeah.
You got the same effect, didn't you, Tim?
Yeah, well, I saw your pictures as well. Yeah.
But I told you how to get that, didn't I?
Yeah,
how it can be faked.
Yeah.
I'm not, without saying it, but I showed you how easy it is to fake that image. But if you've not got it set up in that way, then you're not going to get that. So if you do get it, then it's legit.
I thought, well, there wasn't any miss, was there?
No, but a lot of people, if you have it set that specific way, then you get missed whether there's any mist or not. Remember me telling you what to do.
Them figures I got on Saturday were missed, but they shaped like a woman. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I can't see the point of faking it. I can't see the point.
No.
Really.
But the thing is, some people, they don't realise they're faking it.
No.
And
it's
they
like,
want it so bad. They want it so bad, don't they, that they don't see anything.
So you don't want to, I suppose, dishearten them.
No.
So I think sometimes you do need to just say, look, this is why you're getting these pictures, and I can show you and prove it to you.
Yeah. So someone said to me about that person, whatever it was, behind my door. Oh, it could be a reflection of your daughter. Somebody, it can't be, because my daughter's facing me, and that.
Yeah. And they look two completely different people.
Yeah.
And what would it be What would it be reflecting off?
But had I thought I wouldn't have shown everybody, because I can't see the point.
No.
But anyway, there you go. It's but no one believes anything you show under, let's be fair.
No.
No.
I don't look at pictures anymore. I give up. I was looking at one of there's a Bigfoot one, and people saying it was real. And then someone put in the chat, I always go through the chat just to see the comments. And someone put, no, you can tell it's not a real Bigfoot because of where its lower eyelids are. And I'm just thinking, how do you know where its lower, like the bottom bit, it's not an eyelid, but the lower part of the eye, like the bad bit. How do you know where that is on a Bigfoot? Have you ever seen one that close?
Have you been that close?
That's what I mean. And it's just, you've got all these experts that it's not a Bigfoot because it's got this or it's got that or that's missing. Have you ever been that close to one to know that they all look exactly the same?
Well,
that winds me up. But anything, not just Bigfoot, but that it was just one that I was looking at this afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, that thing that's come out of the trees, that photograph of mine, as I say, I'll give that a miss on. I went the other way because I thought, do you know what? That's probably 8 years ago I took that. But that thing was lurking, wasn't it? It was coming out of the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can clearly see.
I don't know. I ain't walking that way today. But what is it? I don't know what it is.
And this is the thing, right? You've got to remember this as well, Alex, that you don't have to. It's up to you. You can ignore me if you want. You're walking through there and you're taking these photos and you're getting all this stuff on these pictures. Imagine the stuff that's there that would me, you, Tim, Elaine, whoever, that you are not seeing, that you're not getting on camera, that can see you, but you can't see that.
Look, I agree. I agree, because I'm not getting the pictures I used to, but it doesn't matter.
But that, do you not think that's more scary though?
It is scary. I mean, I don't know if people believe me about the 2 German airmen, but I only found out last week from Simon when that plane actually crashed in that
Crater
thing. Yeah, and they appeared, but people say, "Oh, you're making it." People say to me all my life, you know, imagining things. Well, I don't need all that.
Yeah.
You know, people probably think I'm mad anyway. Then I'm making up stories about dead Germans and ghosts and aliens. I mean, I can only talk.
Yeah.
I'm not frightened anymore of speaking about it. I just think, do you know what?
Yeah.
It's got to come out, innit?
Yeah.
People probably think I'm weird anyway, but it doesn't matter. I've always have done. I don't know, but I think you're right, Andy. It's there are things watching us in that forest, definitely.
Because I remember reading once, and then I did quite a bit of research in it. There's not a lot that I do research unless I get a really deep interest on it, then I'll read about it for days. And there's one, it was like, if you feel like you're being watched, you most probably are. And that is so true.
It is true.
If you've got that instinct, then definitely.
Well, where I'm now, I've seen a black cat in here.
Yeah.
And there's a grey one as well. Now, this is no of a lie. Well, it must be about 2 months ago. Now it's in bed, and I heard this purring in my ear.
Nah.
And I thought, well, I ain't got no pussies in here tonight. And something purred in my...
Alex.
I know, I'm naughty. I'm what they call a 70s dinosaur. I like my little jokes, but other people don't. Anyway, this thing's purring in my ear.
Yeah.
I thought, but a friend of mine, 2 friends of mine have seen this black cat in here roaming around. And I thought, well, no one's going to believe me. But they're here, and it was purring at me. Seriously. It's also, and when I left there that night, I finished, I went next door, and I got 6 guitars in here. One of them, all the strings are hanging off of it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it.
Saying.
And I've said to whoever's in here, this girl, this kid, I'm telling you now, well, what I'm going to do about it. But I'm telling you, leave my stuff on it.
Yeah.
Because there was no way in this world that could have happened without someone undoing them.
Did you hear that then?
Yeah, I did. What was that? It wasn't in here, was it?
Did you cough then, Tim?
I coughed, yeah.
Oh, thank God for that.
Can you do it again?
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, I did cough. I did. Yeah.
I was ready for sleeping with the light on.
On me, on my own.
Hey, you got Becky to cuddle up to. We're on our own, me and her.
Joking, aren't you? You're like, no,
I've got a teddy bear somewhere.
Sometimes after I've done one of these things, I've have anything to cuddle up to. I don't care who it was.
So, Alex, Darren's asking, have you seen the alien in the jar? This thing. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
So, that's stuck on top. So it's there.
Oh, look at that. Is
Shall
that for
I do
real?
this now? Well, we don't know. There's no made in China stamp on it or anything like that. There's all stuff on it, and it looks like there's bone and everything sticking out. So we got this from Darren when we went to Manchester. And this is the thing. So the night that we seen the Chucky tree and the ghost cat and that darker than dark figure down the pathway and all the other weird stuff going on, that was the day that I bought that. That's where the name Alienate came from. So when it used to be like 12th Dimension and all that, that's where the logo come from, the tattoo, everything has come. It's all stemmed from this Alien in a Jar. So it's Alien. My favourite number's 8, Alienate.
Yeah.
So when we talk about stuff like this, we kind of alienate ourselves because a lot of people, like you were saying before, don't. Miles away from microphone. A lot of people don't believe us, so we're alienating. So that's Alien 8. And the reason I put UK because that was the only domain that I could get that was less than 800 quid. So it's alienate.uk is the email address.
Right.
So I've just done Alienate UK. That's it. So that's where all this has come from and all ties into it itself.
Was it you asked me? Someone asked me the other day on here, one of these things. Did my I don't know about my connection with the spirit world, right? Did it get stronger? Or did the photographs, the transfiguration photographs, get stronger after I've been to Rendlesham? Somebody asked me on here.
Oh, yeah. It's when you was on here the other week.
It was, wasn't it?
It's the day before we went.
And I thought about it. And the first time that transfiguration, I think it's 2005 or 6, my first time ever working on the platform.
Yeah.
Like I was a fledgling. And I was the person I was with take a photograph, and I've come out looking like, wow, look what you've done.
Yeah.
So no, but I think it got stronger after I'd been going to Rendlesham.
Right.
So it was you asked me. Was it Andy? Was it you asked me?
Someone in the chat. It was definitely on air. I remember it coming up. But so this is a weird thing, like with what you've just said as well. That since the day I bought this off Darren, and I still think he robbed me. No, he didn't. Since the day I got that, everything just did a full, just changed. Literally. You only say it changed overnight. It changed that day. Everything. The channel, how I do it, where I go, what I'm doing. Just not just me, but the people like you got yourselves meeting up with, and it's just the whole concept of everything for me. Just it's like someone flicked a switch. It was on, and then someone just pushed it fully on.
I can understand that.
Yeah. And it's been like that since. I get the odd day where I think, can't be asked, but who doesn't? But 99% of the time, it's like fully on it.
Alex will have to come over to Delaphree Abbey one day.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Oh, you'll like it there.
What's that?
Delaphree Abbey, Northampton.
Oh, Northampton.
It was used as a hospital in the Civil War. The nuns used it as a medicine.
There's all kinds in there. I've got some good footage in there, Alex, of some kind of cryptid.
Yeah, I've had weird things going on there. And there's one yew tree, isn't there? And it's just there in the middle on its own. It doesn't look real, does it?
No, there's a lot going on there. A lot. Yeah.
We had a black mass follow us.
Yeah.
There's a lake down at the bottom. You go to the lake and it's like it backs onto the Marriott Hotel. Is it Marriott Hotel? Not Marriott. Yeah. Oh, it's Marriott. Oh yeah, there's
Pet
two
cemetery.
in there.
Pet cemetery as well.
So you got this lake at the bottom, and we could see this big black shape, and it's like edging towards us. So we're moving, and as we're moving, birds in the trees are moving, and animals, fox, that are moving, but they're all making noises when we stop. And as soon as we start moving, they start moving with us again. That was weird. That's very weird.
See, I don't think I'll have that anymore.
Don't think I've been back since. I think that was... No, I've been back once since then.
Yeah, we've had load. Every time we go, we get quite a good bit of activity.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in Scotland, I went to Crowley's place. Couldn't go in there at that time.
Yeah.
I was saying the other day to Nick Kyle on Sunday and other people, I said, I'd like to go in there, but I could go in there with nothing and come out with something.
Yeah.
And when you think that Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin guitarist, only stayed there a fortnight, you know, he could knack it. It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, because, but they're doing it all up at the moment. But I've been to the graveyard opposite.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. Sometimes I do worry about doing these things because you can get attachments easy. And people say, we do all these prayers. They ain't going to stop it. If they want to attach themselves to you, they will.
If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. Doesn't matter what you do.
No, they might think, oh, he's all right, she's all right. Go on with him. But that kind of puts me off a bit.
Oh, here's a question for you then. This is for both of you. So people say about attachments. Yeah, straight away you think it's something bad. Why could you not have a good attachment? Do you think that's a possibility?
Well, you could do, yeah.
Yeah.
So what if you have got attachments and they're good? You wouldn't want them to go because they're like, I suppose, they like your guardian spirit, a guardian angel. They're there to protect you. Just because it's an attachment, nothing's there to say. Yeah, nothing's there to say it's negative.
I mean, I don't know. I just tend to go my own way. And Halloween Friday, oh yeah,
Halloween special.
Trouble is, people tell you things, and it kind of frightens you.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of these spirits, and all these sort of people. Oh, you go and do this, you get this, you get that. Well, that's enough to put you off for a start.
But I think as well, though,
you have a chance.
It depends what mental state you're in at the time. How
exactly? Yeah.
How mentally fit you are. Because you don't necessarily have to be physically fit. Because if it is an energy, then it's gonna connect to your mental ability, not your physical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think about it, but try not to think about that sort of thing. But I'll say what I went through when I was growing up. You think, oh, Jesus Christ! So what am I doing this for? What am I doing? I must be mad.
Yeah.
But maybe they were urging me to do it then. You see what I mean? You could look at it any way.
There is a reason why you're doing it. But
there is a reason, yeah.
What that reason is.
They could just said, look, we want you to do this, not do all the things I went through. But it's a bit strange. I don't think about it. Try not to think about it. But
no. So I never think about it now. I just get on with it and do it. Just do.
Me too, yeah.
Don't think. Because if you think about it, you'll find a million reasons why not to do it. Like, not just this, but anything in life.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, like when I think, like, go on about it. But when I was getting the kayaks, it's like, I'm getting them. And it's like, I got the first one. It's like, you not thought about it? I'm like, yeah, I thought about it, and I thought that I'm getting it, and that's it. I'm not getting it. If I think about it, then I'll end up not getting it, and I'll regret not doing it. I do regret not doing it earlier. So don't. If I think, I just do the think, yes, I want it, or no, I don't want it, and then go for it, and that's it.
I mean, what happened to me here when I was on my deathbed?
Yeah,
which I'm sure people don't believe me about that, but I know what I saw over 4 days. I know what happened, and I also know if my daughter hadn't got here, I had 10 minutes left. But what I saw, I didn't care. I thought I want to go there.
Yeah.
But what happened over that 4 days, and what happened in that intensive care room. Apparently, I didn't know nothing about it. But I tell people, they go, yeah, all right. But I know what happened. And I know what I saw. And I know who sat with me. But I weren't frightened. But when I looked in, I saw these people in this sort of tube. They took a tunnel, but let's say it was a tube.
Yeah.
People I didn't know who they were. And all I remember seeing a woman in a red dress. Looked happy. And I thought, I'll have someone there. I don't feel well. And the only thing that worried me was, how am I going to get 14.5 stone in that tube? And then I thought, of course, I'll be gone.
Yeah.
It was really a strange thing, but I don't think anyone would believe when I tell them this thing what happened to me, it sounds so far-fetched.
Yeah. But do you ever doubt yourself, though?
No, not now.
I'm guessing you did early on.
You're talking about doing the mediumship or
not anything like when you have some sort of activity, or it's mediumship stuff going on in your house.
Yeah, well, people used to, because I would say stuff when I was a kid, it was mental. And people say, "Oh, it's the usual thing, the house sleeping and what a load of tosh." And it was all sorts of things going on. But I never doubted myself when I did the mediumship because I knew it weren't me. And I never doubted what I saw in that living room.
No.
When I was. And I also think that's made. I don't know really. And it was just after that when these spirit people said to me, "We don't want you associating with these people anymore," which were the spiritualists. We don't want you with them. And I walked away from it. And it's the only time I've ever done what someone's told me to do. Normally, I thought no, and I walked away from it.
Yeah,
I feel much better. I'll do my own thing now. I ain't got to worry about them.
Yeah,
but I'm still getting stuff. And if they said we want you to go back, I'd go back. But they said no, we don't want you with them. So I'm doing what I do now. That's about it, really. The only thing I miss about that is the table tipping and the things we used to get up to. Been there, done that. So
no. Right.
You got to listen, guys. Anyone out there, you got to listen. Seriously.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. Right. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up, Tim?
No, I don't think so. But let's go back soon.
Yeah, definitely. We need to. It's calling.
Yeah, it's calling.
Lots of other places. Salty Forest is quite active as well. That's not far.
Yeah, I used to live at the side of that.
Where's that? Northampton?
Yeah. We'll have to arrange something up this end, I think, and get people come to us instead of us driving everywhere.
Come to Delapre Abbey. You got a nice place to have a spot of lunch as well. It's free.
Yeah, free parking.
Free parking.
That's unusual.
Yeah, I know, especially around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so we are going to wrap it up now, because we're coming up to the hour 45. Right, I am now I'm on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook. So I've had to come off Facebook so that I don't see who the guests are that are going to be coming on the show in a week's time for the 24-hour. I know some of them because they're the ones that we'd already booked before we changed the way they was doing it. Sorry, 1 second. So you can still, if people need to get hold of me, you can get me on Messenger. I've just turned off the notifications on Facebook. It's just the easiest way to do it. And then I've moved the app from the screen on my phone. I don't really use it on the computer anyway. So I need to do all these plugs now before we finish. So on Friday, we have the Halloween special. Myself, Nicole, and Tommy. 100% all of us. It's fancy dress. We're going to be reading out 4 stories each. Only one of them is true. So there's 12 in total. One's true for me, one's true for Nicole, one's true for Tommy. Whoever in the chat gets all 3 right can win a prize. And then I don't know which ones are true on Tommy's, and he doesn't know mine and Nicole and all that. So we've all got a guess. So that's on Friday. On Monday, got Jay Matthews coming on. Finally managed to get him on where neither of us are ill, neither of us are busy. So he's coming on Monday the 28th. 30th, that should be the MMA one with Phil, Ian, and Daz. Phil and Daz were on last time, but Ian was supposed to be on a couple of weeks ago, but he wasn't well. So the 3 of them are coming on then. Then on the 1st and 2nd of November is a 24-hour live stream. Starts at 8:30 UK time on Friday and finishes at 8:30 on the 2nd on Saturday, 8 p.m. That is not AM.
8:30 p.m.
8 p.m. on Friday the 1st to 8:30 p.m. Saturday the 2nd.
Right.
And then the following Wednesday, we've got Dan and Louise coming on for part 2. And then the Friday after that, I'm not doing one. I'm having a weekend off because I'm still going to be shattered from all this, let alone the 24-hour one. So there's loads going on. And then going into December, we've got Paranormal Scouter, Mark Ollie, Brandon Thomas, Don Lester, Ben and Ian from Parastream, Brian Kano, Adam Butler, and it's just the list just goes on and on and on and on. So this is why I need a Friday off. So I'm having Friday the 8th of November off. So
good on you.
Yeah, first Friday this year, I think.
Oh, right.
So not bad. One day off a year. It works. So yeah. So as well, for those who were previously members via YouTube, I have reapplied to be monetized. Did that yesterday. They will let me know within 30 days via email. So as soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know. So if you still want to support the channel through there, I'll keep the membership going. If not, I'll get rid of all that and I'll just use it for super stickers and super chat. Failing that, you can support us, which a lot of you do in the chat, and I really do appreciate it, through Patreon and PayPal. As Alex knows, the cost of StreamYard now is ridiculous.
Oh,
yeah.
It's just that I didn't realise. I looked at my thing for this week. I thought, oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
But it's just gone whoosh. And I thought, the thing is, I don't use it as I should. I only do it once a week.
Well, this is why I started doing more. One of the reasons to get me money's worth.
I mean, I could do. I like you're coming every day, but I mean, but I'm thinking, no, this is taking a mick now. It's just gone ridiculous.
And it's not even like it's gone up a few quid. It's more than trebled. It's more than trebled.
And I'm looking now, thinking, if this goes on next year, it'd be could go up to 60 quid or something.
Well, it goes up to $89. Then from $89, it goes up to $299. There's not even a bit of a gap. It's just boom.
I think I started off paying about 12 quid.
Yeah, £12 a month. Yeah.
Then went to 22.
Yeah, for professional. 35. Yeah. It's gone stupid. But they know StreamYard are the best ones out there. Don't care what anyone says. I've tried all the others. The prices and everything are all pretty much the same, but StreamYard are... it's only when I was using the free version of it that I had any issues. Since paying for it, nothing.
That's the thing. I was going to go back on a free one, but I don't know what to do at the moment because I don't make anything.
No, you think of the bandwidth that you're going to get on a free version compared to someone that's paying.
Yeah.
It's going to be that or that. Do you know what I mean? It ain't going to be no bit in between. So,
I'll have to come on and do more stuff then, won't I?
Yeah. So on that bomb note, we're going to go. So thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, everyone who's listening and downloading on podcasts. Really appreciate it. Countries all over the world. Can't think of the top of my head. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, listening, watching,
Nice
joining the chat. Thank you, Alex and Tim, for coming on again. So that's it.
Yes, cheers.
So back on Friday, 8:30, fancy dress, Halloween. We'll have some stories for you. You just got to guess which one's a load of crap and which one's are real. That's it. So have a great 2 days, and we will see you then. So take care. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're done.